Hello, another video request. This one comes from Mitch, and if you want a video request on anything, absolutely anything, you want me to talk about staplers, I will talk about staplers, especially beige ones. Swing line, made by a swing line. Swing plane? No, swing line. I never. You ever think about who makes staplers? I don't. Now we do. Anyway, if you want me to do a video, I will. Just send me money. I'll do anything for money. Yes, I am a whore. Mitch writes, Aaron, 59-year-old, recent retired Republican baby boomer. Oh, you must be lonely. You must be very lonely. Strong back, weak mind job. About to collect overpaid, underfunded pension. Good man, good man. Living in Irvine, California, don't know why. Bought a home in Henderson, Nevada last year that the wife and I are moving to. There you go. Yeah, get out of California. Got a great deal before the recession. $420,000. Got it in a short sale for $107,000. Oh, look at that. You got it at almost like a third, less than a third the price. Oh, that's great. That's great. Request a video on reverse mortgages, pluses and minuses. See these old combed over actors on TV saying it's the next best thing since Ronald Reagan. Could you do some research and give me a lowdown on reverse mortgages? Let me know your fee. We'll send payments. Regards, Mitch, aka Asshole Consumer. There we go. That's All right, here's the deal about reverse mortgages. It really depends. I'll cut to the nub. If you have children, they may be expecting an inheritance. And this is how it's gone for thousands and thousands of years. You would pass on something to your kids, and that would either shore up their finances, help them with their kids, or whatever. A reverse mortgage is basically taking away that inheritance. And you're right, you know, kids don't deserve an inheritance. There's no entitlement there. I'll go along with it. But it's kind of a douche move. Now, if you don't have kids, or your kids already taken care of, or you're leaving them inheritance of some other way, yeah, you could do a reverse mortgage. The only problem that I have with reverse mortgages is that it's like your last line of defense. Like, your house should be paid off. You shouldn't have to pay for rent, and that you should tap that equity in a home if necessary, only in a case of an emergency. So usually what you see a lot of times people doing with houses is they live in the house, and then, you know, something bad health-wise happens. They're in their last year of life, and that's when all the medical bills run up, and then you usually sell the house for one lump sum to pay for either the hospice care, the nursing home, or end-of-life costs, and then usually that does not leave a debt to be paid either by the taxpayer or family members or what have you. So with that reverse mortgage, you're slowly eating away at it, and you're doing the opposite of what you want to do. You're a relatively young guy, and you could still work. A reverse mortgage, let me put it this way, when you get older, your capacity to work goes down, physically and mentally in some cases. You want assets to be accruing, or at least holding stable, so that as you become less and less able to work, you have assets that you can draw upon to support you in those times. A reverse mortgage does the opposite. It like increases your debt and erodes any equity you might have in the home. Now there's some, depending on state, there's some limits and restrictions as to what kind of a loan to value you can inevitably pull out. But the problem I see, or the risk you run in having a reverse mortgage, is you tap that money and all of a sudden you run out. You can't use it anymore because you outlived the length of the reverse mortgage, and it's over. Now, you could do it right. You could, you know, if you say, well, I'm gonna wait till I'm 70 or 85 or whatever to do a reverse mortgage. Okay, that's fine. I just leave the money in the frickin' house and then sell the house if you need it, or, you know, unless you're talking about the one back in California, sell that, buy the place in Henderson. Don't dick around with reverse mortgage. You can if it's an emergency, but if you don't need it, don't do it. It puts you in, it's like the worst of all worlds if it goes wrong, because you'll be 85, you won't be able to work physically, you might not be there mentally, and you'll be out. Well, you won't, because there's plenty of programs. Just see if you can avoid it. So, and that has nothing to do with leaving your kids an inheritance. So, yeah, try to avoid that. Don't do the reverse mortgage. You can, absolutely you can. if you had another house that's completely paid for, sure, why not? That makes sense. But if this is your only house, yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing it. Toodles.